Hi everybody. Now, if there was a game that I really want to play more of, it would have to be PUBG and what you're seeing here, which is Hell Let Loose, especially on console. And I feel I don't give this game enough attention on my channel, but you know, there's so much stuff going on with DayZ and Call of Duty at the moment that I can't always fit it in. However, there was a large update to the console version of the game yesterday on the 21st of September 2022, which brought, among other things, Remagen, the Remagen map, and night variants of existing maps. So what I'm going to do is go through the official patch notes from yesterday and tell you all about it. I'll put a link to the patch notes in the description below this video. So let's dive in. Soldiers, it's time to return to the sticks for a new approach on some of your favourite maps. Navigating in the fog of war will require alternate approaches as you and your squad adapt to a new environment. Vigilance and awareness are key when operating in the shadows. I bet they are. It's hard enough seeing players as it is. We're so excited for console players to try Remagen alongside a host of night variants on some classic HLL maps. The flare gun will aid you in spotting enemies and highlighting their positions. New commander abilities will leave you feeling imperious and significant. It's nearly time to enter the dark abyss. So Remagen will be I guess it will feature a big bridge because it was part of Operation Market Garden with the push of the Allies into Germany in late 1944 to try and end the war early, which ultimately wasn't successful because there was the bridge too far at Arnhem, where the British paratroopers, well, and other paratroopers got stopped. Below you will find the patch notes for update 2. We'll be keeping a close eye on the feedback, so please don't hesitate to share your thoughts. We appreciate the time you take to impart your experience. As always, good luck out there in the field. Okay, so new with console release, map rotation. Map rotation will be limited for the first 2 weeks after patch 12 release to make new maps more accessible through matchmaking. The limited map rotation will include Foy Warfare at night, Remagen Offensive US, Hurtgen Forest Warfare night, Omaha Beach Offensive German, Remagen Warfare, Purple Heart Lane Warfare at night, Kursk Offensive Soviets, Omaha Beach Warfare, Remagen Warfare night, Foy Offensive US, Kursk Warfare night, Stalingrad Offensive Germany, Remagen Offensive Germany, San Marie du Mont Warfare. Change map rotation logic to prevent the same maps being randomly selected. All maps will now play through in a random order per server before repeating. So that's really good. Now I do have to apologise for the gameplay you're seeing in the background because I am very, very rusty when it comes to Hell Let Loose. So just bear with me. So there's various bug fixes that you can read in the patch notes that I won't go through. But here we go. Update 12 Parity Edition changes and fixes. Vehicles added the new US M4A3 75W medium tank. Added machine guns to the half tracks. So they're going to have the M2 Browning or the MG42 for the German ones. Re-implemented the German Panther as a heavy tank with updated smart materials. Updated the Tiger with a new camo pattern. Updated the Panzer IV with new camo pattern. Updated Luch with new camo pattern. Weapons, they've added the flare guns, the LP42, SPSH42 and the ANM8. Within the loadouts, the flare gun has been added to the Spotter Level 3 Scout loadout, and they've moved ammo crate from Spotter Level 3 Scout to Spotter Level 1 Standard Issue loadout. So gameplay features, they've added the following new commander abilities. The Precision Strike. The Germans get the Stuka dive bomber. The US gets 2 P-47 bombs. The Soviets get the IL-2 rocket strafe. The ammo drop. Improved animations for the strafing run commander ability. They've added gore models for the Soviet faction. They previously used the US ones. Primary weapons are now displayed on the player's back while not equipped. Added the ability to interrupt weapon reloads. Very important, that. Adjusted machine gun deployment logic to prevent players from hiding their model inside objects. Updated personal stats screen with new stats and an organised layout. Tank crews are now notified when the gunner destroys an OP. That's an objective sort of thing. Vehicle wrecks can now be removed using the bazooka and the Panzerschreck. Increase anti-tank gun deploy timer from 3 to 8 seconds. Reduce the anti-tank gun damage from 600 to 350. Reduce precision strike cost from 500 to 250 munitions. So let's go into a little bit more detail about the maps. So they've added the new Remagen map. There's now Remagen Warfare Night, Remagen Offensive Germany, Remagen Offensive US. Added the night maps. Foy Warfare Night, Purple Heart Lane Warfare Night, Hurtgun Forest Warfare Night, Kursk Warfare Night. Added additional Omaha map variants, Omaha Warfare and Omaha Offensive German. And they've reworked the HQ, the headquarters on Kursk, to provide additional cover for each faction. On the HUD, or the user interface, they've improved legibility of enemy recon markings on the tactical map. And they've done some changes to the audio effects as well. Shortened incoming artillery whistle sound effects. Adjusted the bullet cracks sound effects for the MG42. Adjusted the Foy map ambience. Balanced the volume of the grenade throw sound effects. Added sound occlusion to explosion sound effects. Balanced the end of round music volume. Adjusted the flesh impact sounds. Adjusted the wood impact sounds. Adjusted the smoke grenade sounds. Adjusted the volume attenuation of the Stuka siren. Additional minor sound tweaks and improvements. Visual effects. They've updated the third person blood hit effects. Added lighting to the following in-game effects for better visuals on night maps: muzzle flashes, artillery cannons, tank cannons, Panzerschreck and bazooka rockets. And they've adjusted the artillery impact and vehicle explosion effects. Then there's more bug fixes that I won't go into. You can read those on all the maps because they've done an awful lot of bug fixes. And there we go. So that's it. So a really nice big update, bringing Hell Let Loose on console back to parity, sort of with the PC. If you haven't checked out Hell Let Loose yet, make sure you do. It's kind of it's almost a Battlefield game we're missing. Now it's more hardcore than Battlefield. If you ever played hardcore mode in something like Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 1, imagine that, but even harder. So it's very difficult to see where your enemies are. You don't know where you've been shot from most of the time, you don't, when you've hit someone, unless you see them fall over or you get a headshot. There's a headshot kind of sound you get. Often you don't know if you've killed anybody. However, it is very, very immersive. It's like playing in Saving Private Ryan, and I definitely recommend you check it out. And I think even if you're just a little bit of a fan of first-person shooters or third-person shooters in this sort of environment, sort of World War II, World War I, the Modern Warfare era, I think when you see this game on sale, whether that be for Xbox, PlayStation or PC, I do think it's really important that you buy it. And you might not play it that much, but we need to support devs who bring out this sort of game, because we want this sort of game rather than the cartoon shooters like Fortnite, or you know what they are. There's so many of them now. We want the serious, mature shooters, and we especially want them to come to console. Anyway, that's enough from me. I'll put the link to the patch notes in the description below this video, and of course, I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much.